A woman's child drowned and passed away. 10 years later, she was shocked to see him at a school, and he didn't even recognize her. To make sure she wasn't imagining things, she followed the boy and got a closer look. When she saw the scar under his eye and his curly hair, she was certain this was her son. She rushed to tell her ex-husband, but he dismissed her, saying she was losing her mind over missing their son. Desperate, she went to the police and asked them to reopen her son's case, but the cops told her the autopsy report from back then confirmed he drowned. She immediately pushed back, refusing to believe it. When neither the police nor her ex-husband would listen, she decided to take matters into her own hands. She went to her son's school and watched as a man came to pick him up. She followed them and memorized the address where the boy lived. That night, she looked into the school's information and found out they were hiring a music teacher. Without wasting any time, she called the school and applied. Then, she pulled out an old photo of her and her son from 10 years ago, cut her hair to match how it looked back then, and got ready for the next day. At the interview, her lack of experience came up, and the principal said she'd need to provide a clean background check. With no other choice, she asked a coworker to help her forge one. The next day, she waited until the principal was busy on the phone, tossed the fake certificate onto his desk, and walked out. She headed to the classroom and saw her son playing the violin. She called out his childhood name, Tom, but he didn't react. It wasn't until she got closer and stood behind him that he responded, saying his name was Jack. In that moment, she knew for sure this was her son. Determined, she approached Jack's dad and struck up a conversation, complimenting Jack's musical talent and offering to tutor him privately. His dad just gave her a look and flat out said no. Still not giving up, she found Jack again the next day and brought it up once more. Jack was excited about the idea but said it was up to his dad. That night, she went straight to Jack's house. She was determined to find proof, anything to show Jack was her son.